And we're starting off camera. You know what that means. You know what that means. Oh, shit. There goes the fucking neighborhood. God damn. Oh, shit. Man. Trump trying to get some money to his crony. God damn. Hey, it's a tizzy, y'all. Shit. And the police even suing Trump. God damn. Not only that, though, we're going over this too, man. The feud between Jaylen Brown and goddamn Stephen A. Smith. Let me turn this fire ass beat down. Shout out to Ice Cube, you feel me? Let me turn this down. There we go, y'all. Yeah, y'all come on in the room, man. We got a lot of shit we got to talk about today. And for some of y'all that's used to seeing me on camera, yes, that's not me in the avatar. This is me, y'all. All right, I'll get on camera in a little bit. You feel me? I'm having a meeting with the Garden of Treated. Anyway, first thing we're going to talk about, all right, we're going to talk about the Donald Trump shit. We're going to get into the Jaylen Brown and Stephen A. Smith. That feud is getting spicier by the minute, y'all. But first, this Donald Trump thing there's a lot of layers to this cake. I'll tell you that much. You feel me? Anyway, before we read one of the articles first, you feel me? Fam side of the audience, I hope y'all having a lovely goddamn day. Hope you're having a lovely Friday. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. You feel me? My FBA fam, my Black American fam, Black people on code, and the tiny minuscule allies that we do have. Y'all know what? Y'all should be doing this loudly and proudly as I'm saying this. But you're doing it late as long as you're doing it. Loudly and proudly, guys. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. Other second audience, we're gonna read y'all stupid ass comments at the end of this show. You feel me? Y'all can EAD. Anyway, should we get into it? Or should I what you call it? Should I tell y'all what's going on with me? Nah, I don't really feel like it. I don't got no stories for y'all today. You feel me? I might go off tangent though. Y'all know how I do. I be going off tangent like a mug. But anyway, let's hop right into this. You feel me? Which one should we read first? All right. We're going to get into this weaponization fund. So I'm saying, man, it's like some reparations for his cronies. Man, hey, if Trump gets this done, because it's in the writing right now, but if he gets it done, yo, this look bad on the Democrats, man. Hell, at this point, hey, Black Magatrons, yo, y'all might get some money. Y'all better foul. Or is it only for the J6ers? I don't know. Shit, we gonna get into it. You feel me? But we gonna read. Let's read this off of Perplexity first, right? Make this bigger. Yeah, 250 is good. Donald Trump is currently associated with a reported federal anti-weaponization fund. God damn. Where we at? That critiques have described as a kind of reparations or compensation program for his allies. All right. I'm gonna get on camera for this. And if you watching on Twitter or Twitch, our time has come to an end. It's past the 5-minute mark. Gotta come over to YouTube. Kamal Johnson. Kamal Johnson. There you go. Appreciate y'all watching on Twitter or Twitch. But after the 5-minute mark, our time has come to an end. Come over to YouTube. All right? We're going to get into this shit right here, y'all. Okay? Hey, man, Black Megatrons, man, y'all might can apply. Shit. Hey, that fool fucker. Shit. Might apply my damn self. We gonna read through this, all right? Kind of reparations are a compensation program for his allies, not reparations for Black Americans or slavery. News reports say the Trump administration announced a roughly $1.7 billion fund to compensate supporters who claimed they were harmed by the Biden-era Justice Department, and the move has sparked backlash and legal questions. All right, and the way this nigga doing this shit, he actually won this from like a lawsuit. Trump won like a lawsuit against the government. Now he gonna use the government money to pay out. Let's read some more. What this means. It is not the same thing as traditional reparations for slavery or racial injustice. All right. The administration says the fund is meant to address alleged lawfare or political targeting. Critiques call it a slush fund and argue it could amount to taxpayer-funded compensation for Trump allies. That's exactly what it is. All right? On Black reparations. Trump has not been reported. He ain't said shit about giving us reparations. And at the end of the day, I don't expect bro to. But for like the Black MAGA Trump, Austin Tatum, man, you gonna apply for this fund, bro? Come on now. Look, let's look that up real quick. All right. Let's look at how can you apply to this fund and who qualifies for this fund. All right. Let's look this up real quick, y'all. Right now, the Trump-linked anti-weaponization fund is brand new, and the exact application process and full eligibility rules are not yet public. There go the trick baggery, y'all. What has been announced is more of a framework than a ready-to-use form or portal. So I ain't even got no framework or nothing of who's eligible, who qualifies. I don't even think this shit is up and running at this point. Who may qualify? Eligibility is still being defined by a commission, but the Justice Department has said the fund is for people who claim they were unfairly targeted by the federal government for political, ideological, or personal reasons. Weaponization or lawfare. Okay, this is no formal partisan requirement. Anyone, regardless of political affiliation, can theoretically apply. Good. Yo, they literally saying, it don't matter what party you from at this point. It don't matter what party you from. If you wrong by the government, y'all see this shit? Though much of the controversy is about whether Trump allies, including some of January 6th related defendants and others investigated during the Biden years, could end up receiving compensation. Well, yeah, that's what the fuck they trying to do. Hey, this goes to show you, right? If this shit passed through, y'all, all that, where's the money gonna come from reparation from black folks, huh? Man, you dirts, man. Here goes. Shit. Ain't no studying involved. How to apply current status. The DOJ has not yet released a specific form. Okay? Website or detailed step-by-step filing procedure. Instead, it has set up a 5-member commission that will draft up the rules in the claims process. So we got to keep a close eye on this shit, y'all. Submission of claims will be voluntary, and the commission will later publish guidance on how to file. Okay? The fund is expected to accept claims until around December 1st, 2028, with the program itself winding down by mid-December 2028. So can you file for this shit right now? That's the thing. They literally telling you, we don't know who qualifies for this shit. We just accepting, I think they just only accept the applications. If you want to actually apply when it opens, the practical steps will probably be watch DOJ and Attorney General Justice Department press channels for a claimant's guide or how to apply notice. They don't even got I don't think anybody applied for this shit yet, y'all. This shit ain't even out yet. When the DOJ publishes a form or portal link, complete the required paperwork. It says submit before December 1st. There is no goddamn guidelines. There's nobody to know who qualifies. Yo, has this shit been funded already though? Hold on. Has the weaponization fund been funded and approved already? Okay, it's been approved. The anti-weaponization fund has already been approved and funded. The money's in there. It ain't paying out the claims because they don't even... Are they accepting claims right now? The Justice Department said the money's in there. It says it's in there. Part of the settlement, Donald Trump's lawsuit. He using a lawsuit from the government. This nigga sued the IRS and was like, I'm using this money to hook up my bros and breads. But as we read, y'all, we don't know who even qualifies as that. It's being drawn from federal judgment fund. Whatever, the money's there. The fund is there. Damn, this nigga Trump riding for his people, man. Who his people is? It's up in the air. They don't even have guidelines on this shit at this point. They literally telling you, look, hey, wait to see what the DOJ puts out there for how to apply for this shit. Oh, shit, we got to pay close attention. I'm telling you right now, nobody applied for this shit yet. There's no guidelines at this shit right now. Wow. But the money is there. The fund is there. Oh, man, bro. I know y'all think like this look bad on like the Republicans, but man, this looking bad on the Democrats. This is wow. This nigga is. I'm telling y'all, this Trump, this nigga is on it legislatively, ain't he? 2016 to 2020, he was one of the most laziest legislative presidents ever on this planet Earth. This term, god damn. Anti-weaponization fund. Wow. So it's going to stop accepting claims on the 28th of December 1st. No, can you apply right now? Let's look that up. You feel me? Can you apply right now? Okay. Can you You cannot apply. There you go. Nobody has applied yet. That's what I thought. No, you cannot apply to the anti-weaponization fund yet. There you go. So there's no guidelines yet. It's anticipation. Wow, but the money is there. Oh shit. Yo, when we get to the dirty details, which a lot of people don't like doing, a lot of people probably talked about this and ain't done none of this intensive research. I bet you people don't even know that nobody's fucking applied. We don't even know who can apply. The money's just in there sitting. The fund is there. The same way how we try to set up a fund out here in California in the Congressional Black Caucus with Gavin the Conk Newsom blocked our bill to create a fund. Oh, damn. Oh, man, we get into the dirty details. Now, right? We gotta wait till who gonna qualify for this and who gonna be the guidelines of this. Once we know that shit, then we know what's up. Hey, at this point, hey, real talk, like when it opened up, it's making it seem like, yo, if you've been wrong about a government, just apply. We read that it said it don't matter what party affiliation. The hell? All right, let's read. Which one we gonna read? Let's read this one right here. This off PBS News. Okay. Justice Department announces a $1.7 billion anti-weaponization fund to compensate Trump allies. All right. And we just did the research right now. We don't know who Trump allies is at this point. We can assume. All right. But we have no idea because there's no goddamn guidelines who qualifies for this. Nobody has applied yet. Shit. The Trump administration on Monday announced the creation of a $1.7 billion fund to compensate allies of the Republican president who believed they were mistreated by the Biden administration Justice Department. The anti-weaponization fund was announced by the Justice Department as part of a deal to resolve President Donald Trump lawsuit against the Internal Revenue Service over the leak of his tax returns. Oh, damn. Yo, hey, Trump gangster, man, he going against one of the biggest gangs out here, man, the IRS. Yo. Hey, all you people that be like, how can make the don't make no damn thing. He's showing you. He's using our taxpayer dollars to put it in the fund to give out to his cronies. Wow. Oh, shit. Damn. Acting Attorney General Todd Blatch said in announcing the fund in a statement that he was a lawful process for victims of lawfare and weaponization to be heard and seek redress. Wow. Democrats and government watchdogs immediately pledged to fight what they called a corrupt and unpreceded resolution, warning that the arrangement would unjustly enrich people close to the president with taxpayer dollars and open the door to meritless claims of political prosecution. That's why we gotta wait till these guidelines who qualify goes out first, y'all. We gotta see. Trump lawyers disclosed the dismissal of the case in a filing Monday in federal court in Florida, where the president sued earlier this year. Damn, this nigga won the court case though, y'all. And he used it. Yo. Trump is using the money he won from the court case, right, to make a fund to pay out. I'm going to assume it's cronies, but we don't know yet. He might just say whoever who got wrongdoing. I don't know. Shit, we got to wait. God damn. The fund will represent not only a highly unorthodox resolution, but also a further demonstration of the administration's eagerness to reward allies who, before Trump came to power, were investigated and in some cases charged and convicted. Most notably, the president of his first day back in office pardon or commuted the sentences of supporters who rioted at the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. His Justice Department since then has approved payouts to supporters entangled in the Trump-Russia investigation and investigated and prosecuted some of his perceived adversaries. Oh, these niggas finding money everywhere, y'all. Ain't this about I'm trying to work on my cursing. Okay. Ain't this about a B? Yayich? I'm sorry. But think about it. Man, we always be told it ain't enough money for y'all reparations, Black Americans. Where we gonna get the money from? God damn. The case is nothing but a racket designed to take $1.7 billion of taxpayer dollars out of the Treasury and pour it into a huge slush fund for Trump at DOJ to hand out to his private militia of insurrectionists, rioters, and white supremacists, including those who brutally beat police officers on January 6, 2021, and psychopath accomplice to his election stealing schemes. Representative Jamie Raskin, the top Democrat at the House of Judiciary Committee, said in a statement, Trump attorneys suggested in their court filing seeking to dismiss the case that the resolution would not be reviewable by a judge, but a group of 93 members of Congress filed a brief tying up a challenge. Okay. I ain't even gonna act like I know what the fuck that meant. Trump has long raised weaponization claims. All right. We don't need to read this. We've been knowing what Trump been saying. Okay. Yeah. Trump lawsuit followed the leak of tax returns. We know about that shit too. All right. Yeah. Okay. But look at this, y'all. The police sued Trump. Let's read this. The police is suing Trump as January 6 rioters gloat over weaponization fund. I don't even know why the J6ers is gloating. Y'all niggas might not even qualify. These niggas, y'all gloating. Y'all don't even know y'all qualify. Bro, the Magatrons, man. Y'all be... God damn. Y'all be some imbeciles sometimes, man. But look at the police trying to get in on it. They're trying to sue. They're trying to get in on the money. All right. Got this off KBBS by Tom Brishaback. Or Drissaback. Okay. 2 police officers who defended the U.S. Capitol from a violent mob on January 6, 2021, filed a lawsuit in federal court against the Trump administration, arguing that the newly announced $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund is both illegal and dangerous. At the same time, former January 6 defendants are already prepping their applications to the fund in anticipation major pay. How? How are they prepping? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna ask, where can I get an application and give me the link, please? Gotta talk nice to AI, y'all. You feel me? Gotta say please and shit. Do y'all see that? There is no application form or portal yet. Okay? You can't even apply. So either these niggas are fucking plumb dumb, right? Either they plumb dumb, writing some shit, or they bullshitting. How you gonna prep for an application? That shit ain't even out yet. There's nowhere to apply, okay? You feel me? People are just trying to get in front of shit right now. But they get in front of nothing. Like, anyway, the Justice Department has indicted that the fund will be used to compensate an unspecified group of people. You can say that the fuck again. It's very unspecified. We don't know who's gonna get the money. You feel me? We gotta pay attention to this, to the guidelines. I got y'all. Who suffer weaponization and lawfare under previous presidential administration. It is widely expected that at least some of the money will go to Trump supporters who attacked the Capitol January 6th and later received presidential pardons. All right, man. Kodak Black, man. Hey, you might get some of the money. Lil Wayne, was Lil Wayne pardoning about Trump? I don't know. I know Kodak Black was. All right. Lottie Dottie. This nigga look like the cousin of Chad the Bussy Popper. Oh, Officer Doofy ass. Blah blah blah. Why would you pay people who attack the police at the Capitol of the United States who tried to stop the peaceful transfer of power? Okay, Hodges told NPR. Why would you pay people who wanted to assassinate the vice president? You know, the list goes on and on. It doesn't make any sense. See them, hey man, hey, Trump really showing y'all like, hey, I'm riding for my people. Fuck that shit making sense. I'm gonna just make it happen. He said, I'm making it happen right now. He already got the money in the fund already. It's all set up. They just don't know what the guidelines is yet. They like, all right, we got to figure out who we gonna get the money to, and how we gonna exclude black people from getting this shit. They're gonna figure out a way. It's gonna be a clause in there. But hey, hold on. You never know. You never know. The guidelines might just be like, hey, if anybody that you felt victimized you in some type of way, either through the law, social media wise, or whatever, apply to this fund. Now they might start doing the excluding. They're gonna do the fly build it as you fly it, or build it as you go, right? And they're gonna start having amendments to shit to exclude people. Watch. Gonna be a bunch of amendments all throughout the application. I'm telling y'all right now. All right. All right, blah, blah, blah. The Trump slush fund, la-di-da-di. I wonder if this shit a tax write-off. Hey, let's look that up, y'all. I wonder if Donald Trump can write this off on his taxes. Can Donald Trump, I'm about to spell right or wrong, write this off on his taxes with the weaponization fund? All right, let's see it. Donald Trump says no, he can't do that shit. Can I write off payments from a federal as a personal tax deduction just because he's associated with it? Okay, he can't do it. He can't write it off. All right. Damn, he giving up his money to help out his cronies, man. And look, y'all. All right, we see the spin right here, the griot. All right, we're gonna read this one too by Keith Gaynor. Y'all see the headline? 1.7 billion fund for J6 white supremacists. Slammed as insult to black people in reparations movement. Man, all y'all is on the bullshit. Every last one of y'all with the headlines and y'all trying to spin it this way, y'all trying to spin it that way. Y'all all on horse shit right now. You know what? Let me do this real quick. Because real talk, these are all left-leaning platforms. Let's see how I'm about to call them Spots. Fox News. You feel me? Let's see how the right side is leaning towards this. Fox News. Let me do it over here. Not on Google, because they're gonna be. Let me do it over here. Fox News take on the weaponization fund. All right, let's see if they even talking about the shit. To be honest, they should be. Is a critical but also carefully framed. No, let's go to the source. Okay, let's see what their headline's saying. Man, get out of these fucking pop-ups. Trump admin pushes back on slush fund attacks against anti-weaponization fund and lays out who qualifies. How the fuck they know who qualifies? We just looked this shit up right now. And is this today? Hold on, May 21st. This was yesterday. We gonna read this shit. You feel me? We gonna read this. Creates for alleged victims. Blah blah blah. Okay. Apologies in cash headed to alleged weaponization victims in $1 billion. What? Now this is a weird looking motherfucker right here. This nigga look like a super villain. Oh, so these niggas capping too. So everybody on the bullshit. Republicans recoil as Trump's $1 billion DOJ slush fund for allies threatens ICE border patrol plan. Slush fund for allies threatens ICE. What the fuck are these niggas talking about? Hold on. Why Fox News says the fund is Fox describes the anti-weaponization fund as roughly, we know that. Blah, blah, blah. Official says it stated purpose is to compensate Americans who are allegedly weaponized by previous administrations, such as pro-lifers, school board parents, or others claiming they were politically targeted by federal investigation. Okay, I'll see what the fuck they trying to do. Fox News is literally trying to paint who should qualify. So they on horse shit too, because like, look, we don't know. They ain't saying who qualifying. Now we can assume. And that's what Fox trying to do. They trying to paint the narrative already. They trying to assume like, oh, this is who qualifies. This is who they about to give the fund for and blah, blah, blah. Do y'all niggas get fooled again? A lot of y'all that's in the MAGA tribe, y'all keep getting fooled left and right. Why it be a qualifier in there and be like, you got to make $250K or more. Then you be like, what? Ow. But look at that. That's what they're trying to paint. That's the narrative they're trying to paint. You feel me? All right, we had to go to a right-leaning ass publication too. just to see what they saying. And all around, man, they look at left leaning and right leaning. Y'all on bullshit right now. Do y'all do y'all Ricky Smiley research? Did any of you motherfucking researchers out there that's on both sides of the damn spectrum of the news, did y'all do any Perplexity or Chat GPT? I did 3 simple goddamn questions. 3. The hell? That's how you know both sides be trying to push a narrative. In short, it's skeptical of the fund optics and potential for politicized payouts. Where are they skeptical? I didn't see that article. Okay, these are the 3 articles. All right. Hey, this is going to be a long episode today, y'all, because we're going to get to the bottom of this shit. All right. So, Sequoia's Trump, $1 billion, blah, 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 for allies threatens ICE border patrol. Let's read this one, okay? Because they saying they might fuck up ICE and shit like that. I don't want to hear what they say, but let's read this shit. Senate Republicans are breaking with President Donald Trump on his way, nearly 1.8 billion. Okay, we know all this shit. Let's get to the dirty details. All right? Okay, he a Democrat. Chris Van Hollen. Okay, he says the slush fund. Okay, where's the concern at? Boom. Okay, here it goes. Blah, 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 the fund, da, da, da. Anybody in this country will be eligible to apply, Blatch said. That concern has driven several Senate Republicans to criticize the fund, given that several people convicted of assaulting police on the Hill or who have tried to harm the president could get access to taxpayer dollars. Boom. Boom. What I'm telling y'all, we don't know who qualifies. When you read through the dirty details, we don't know who fucking qualified. At this point, hey, Democrats, y'all might qualify for this fund too. Y'all don't think some of the Democrats be working with the Republicans, and Republicans work with the Democrats and be having lunch and fucking dinner together and stuff like that and don't hang out and text each other and do all types of shit? Come on now. So some of these motherfuckers don't be on the end of the deal when it comes to the money. They be on the out looking in. Or they could be paid operatives. Now, you thought of that? Just saying. You need some criticism, right? And there you go. They saying we don't know who qualifies. We see Fox, they trying to push a narrative of who should qualify. All right. Should we read some more? Because I wanted to read where it says it's going to mess up the ICE plan. Active support in the... Ricky in the building. What's good, bruh? Yeah, Stephen A. Smith. We're going to get into bruh in a little bit. We going over this weaponization fund, bruh, right now. This shit real interesting, bruh. Hey, Ricky, bruh. Hey, we going to see who qualified for this shit. The way this sounded, hey, bruh, me and you might qualify for a weaponization fund and get some of this money. The fuck? It's like, they try to paint it as a picture. It's for the J6ers. We don't fucking know that yet. Hell, they putting it in Fox News right now. You read through the article, some of the Republicans is like, we don't know who qualified for this fund. We might need to hold on a little bit. All right. Telling you. And then on the left side, they making it like, hey, this like a reparations and shit. Right? Man, on the left, man, y'all shouldn't be saying this. This don't look good for the Democrats. Every time we talk about reparations for us Black Americans, we get all these hoops you gotta jump through. But we don't got the money here. We don't have this here. We don't have this shit. You gotta do that. I'm like, damn. Trump, like, I don't give a fuck about the red tape, none of that shit. Put my money in there. I'll put the money that I want from a lawsuit, I'll put it in the fund, and we're gonna try to give it out. Also, all you dirters that be out there that be upholding white supremacy, this don't look good for y'all either. Where the money gonna come from? I don't even know my ass from my head. But I know our money ain't gonna come from this. How? We in debt as Americans. Well, here you go. Shit. Now let's read this by Keith Gaynor off the Griot. All right. The U.S. Justice Department established okay, we don't need to read none of this because we done read this several times. All right. Well, okay. But while the optics don't bode well during the affordability crisis, civil rights leaders and racial justice advocates say Trump anti-weaponization fund is also an insult to Black Americans and the decades-long political battle to pass federal reparations legislation. Why? If you're for the Democrats, why are you writing that shit? That don't look good for y'all. That don't look good for y'all. Because y'all don't have the House and the Senate and a president that was Democrat, and y'all didn't pass nothing federally for reparations for anything that we need. From slavery to the wrongdoings that we've been fucking having to fight since today. Shit. What are y'all trying to act like this is a fucking gotcha? This is not a gotcha at this moment. This is y'all should be kind of sweating like, oh shit. What the fuck? What Trump is? Oh shit, we gotta get some policies for Black Americans. Let's pass this shit. No, y'all trying to pass studies or y'all trying to sabotage. Y'all sabotage the shit out here in California. From Gavin to Conk Newsom to the rest of the, you know what I mean, California Black Caucus out here. Okay? Come on now. When this nation can create $1 billion funds for political allies and supporters, but still will not address reparations for the descendants of slaves, that is not incapacity. That is choice. America is capable of repair. It has yet to choose justice, said Dr. Bernice King, the daughter of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and CEO of the King Center. Dr. Marcus Anthony Hunter, a reparations scholar, author, and professor of sociology and African American studies at UCLA, tells the Griot what makes this offensive is not only the money, it's the moral inversion. The author of Radical Reparations Healing the Soul of a Nation explains, Black Americans have spent generations demanding repair for real around state backed harm, and we're often told to wait. I just told, yeah, both sides be telling us to fucking wait. Republicans and Democrats. Republicans be fucking ignoring, right? They be ignoring the shit. Or they have a goofy ass nigga with too much guns, like a Tim Scott, telling us that it don't they be what and don't go. Oh, Tim Scott talking ass type of nigga. I'm good now. The right to it. So I get that because I learned. Like, come on. And who is the one then telling us to wait? It's the Democrats. Y'all be telling us, hey, wait, we gotta get more voting power in here. We gotta get more Black faces in there. Well, we starting to unveil that, a lot of these Black faces ain't even Black American. Come on. Y'all tell us to wait. Y'all have the Roland Martins telling us, you got to wait, you stupid you motherfuckers. You got a pack? Did you create a pack? What did you do? The voting of the voting of the voting. This is the long road that you gotta wait. Y'all telling us to wait. Yo, the left, man. Look. Hey, you know what I mean? My people, right? My Black American, you feel me? That, you know what I mean? Listen to me and shit, right? We gonna wait till the guidelines come out. So we might qualify and we might get some of this coin too. They ain't even got the guidelines of the qualification. These niggas, hey, I'm telling you, we know on the right side these niggas retarded at times. These niggas are dumb as hell, okay? Inbred motherfuckers. We know it. But they passing out duckies. Let's wait and see what the guidelines be. You feel me? Trump and his allies have long accused the Biden Justice Department of political motivated prosecution in the January 6th attack that killed and injured police officers. The violent pro-Trump mob, believing the president's lies that the 2020 presidential election was rigged against him, attempted to stop Congress from certifying the election. Those convicted were charged with various crimes, including assaulting, resisting, or impeding law enforcement officers, obstruction of an official proceeding, and insidious conspiracy, often being pardoned by Trump. Many J6ers have reoffended for crime. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Hakeem Jeffrey said this shit. All right. Okay, we see the narrative. So it's so weird because like both the left and the right, these publications, they're steering that like the people that qualify for this shit are the J6ers, right? That's what they're alluding to. But as we read through the shit, we don't know who the fuck qualifies. They ain't said shit yet. Hell, you know what? I'm gonna put, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I've been up here, for a minute. Talking and shit. Maybe y'all got a different outlook. All right, let me put the link to the StreamYard. Maybe y'all want to come up here and talk about this ordeal. And I know this took a long time, but we had to read through this shit, y'all. Anna Presley, what are you talking about? Why are you talking about the HR 40 bill? Y'all failed to get that through federally. Y'all were doing the bull job. Y'all Democrats, man. See where y'all fucking up at? Y'all should be like, okay, we gonna pass policies to help out Black Americans. F all focus on what they doing, because damn, like, this nigga Trump really trying to give money to his cronies. Allegedly, at this point, we don't know who he's trying to give money to. We assume, right? But no, y'all want to wag the fucking finger. Be like, ooh, look what they doing. Ooh. Such a mistake. Y'all should be like, nah, we gotta take a playbook from the opponent. Just saying shit. All right, I don't want to read no more of this shit. I want to get into the Jaylen Brown and Stephen A. Smith beef. Okay? I got some other stuff I want to show y'all. This is going to be a long episode today, y'all. Just call it a Memorial Day weekend episode. You feel me? We having a long-ass weekend, so you feel me? Am I going to shoot on Monday? I don't know. I might. But look at this, y'all. The beef is getting spicier. Jaylen Brown drops an F-bomb on Stephen A. Smith as their feud escalates to a new level. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. God damn. All right. And before we read this article by Rashad Groove, damn, this nigga hairline is receding more and more as we speak. Hairline got his own zip code. You feel me? And yes, every time I see Stephen A. Smith hairline, I'm gonna be the one to talk about it. It's okay. Some of y'all are like, that's not immature. Why would you do that? I don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. Okay. Now let's read this on Perplexity. All right. Oh, before we get into this, so let me tell y'all what y'all been doing. I've been appreciating it. Y'all been doing it big. You feel me? But a reminder doesn't hurt. Hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. Hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. Shout out to my shadow banners too, man, from Ricky to Daryl. If you want to become a shadow banner, hit that join button. Hit that join button. I got hella exclusive ass content. Y'all can use the exclusive ass emojis. You feel me? Hell yeah. Man. Anyway. Let's start right here. You feel me? Jaylen Brown and Stephen A. Smith are in public beef that escalated after Brown criticized Stephen A. Smith as a clickbait media and told him to retire. Then Stephen A. fired back by saying Brown should be careful what he wishes for. Okay. Now, I see our Perplexity saying making it seem like Jaylen Brown started this shit. No, this nigga Stephen A. Smith been on Jaylen Brown case for a minute. He been talking a lot of shit about Jaylen Brown. This shit didn't escalate because he called him clickbait media. Nah, this nigga Stephen A. Smith been talking about Jaylen Brown in a bad light, trying to make the brother look bad. Not really talk about his game on the court. You feel me? But let's read some more. All right. What started it? The feud appears to have intensified after Stephen A. Smith criticized Jaylen Brown following the Celtics playoff exit and Brown's Twitch appearance. So you worry about a man being on Twitch, Stephen? Brown responded by attacking Stephen A. journalism and media style, which pushed the conflict into more personal lane. Stephen A. side. Stephen A. Smith counter was essentially be careful, implying he could report more aggressively on Brown and the Celtics if he chose to do so. Commentators have framed his response as a media power move, with some defending him and others saying he crossed a line. Why it matters. This matters because it is not just a celebrity spat. It reflects a bigger tension between athletes who built their own media platforms and traditional sports commentators. Brown's Twitch presence and Stephen A's TV platform symbolize two different ways on controlling the narrative. I don't know about that, Perplexity. I don't know about that. It seemed more like Jaylen Brown don't do the go along with the get along shit. You feel me? And Stephen A. Smith has a problem with that. Okay? And he tried to downplay Jaylen Brown role with the Celtics. Man, I'm gonna be honest. I ain't been watching much of basketball like that because I'm gonna be real. My Warriors is just at the point. God damn! Shout out to my Warriors, but damn, they didn't make the playoffs on that. But I watch a lot of shit on Twitter. I see the clips and all that shit. You feel me? And the Celtics wasn't supposed to be that good though. Jason Tatum been injured all fucking year. So Jaylen Brown, alongside like with Pritchard and shit, man, they carried that team. You feel me? And yeah, Stephen A. Smith was the first one to get personal. So why it matters? Nah, man, I don't think it's this whole these platforms, they can show who's controlling the narrative. Seem like Stephen A. Smith is trying to tear down Jaylen Brown because Jaylen Brown doesn't get along with the fucking program. Just like with Kyrie Irving. The nigga Stephen A. Smith was on Kyrie Irving bumper. The whole the vid-19 shit. Remember Stephen A. Smith was getting on Kyrie because of the jab shit. Kyrie wasn't going along with the program. There you go. All right. In plain terms, Brown is pushing back against what he sees as unfair criticism, while Stephen A. is reminding him that he has a much larger media megaphone. The feud is likely to keep getting attention. Yeah, it's going to get bigger and bigger. All right? We're going to read through here by Rashad Grove. NBA player Jaylen Brown may be in the offseason, but he has time for a new opponent, Stephen A. Smith. All right? The Boston Celtics star and the First Take host have been embroiled in a war of words that has reached a fever pitch. After Smith suggested that Brown Celtics teammate Jason Tatum didn't want to appear on Brown's stream because he was upset about some of his comments. Brown made it crystal clear that he wasn't feeling Smith's critical commentary during the Twitch stream on Sunday night. Yeah, why the fuck you worrying about what Jason Tatum is doing with Jaylen Brown? With streaming and shit. So that shit weird. Stephen A. Smith, man. You like, man. That's why, that's why it seems kind of weird because the optics of Jason Tatum not being on Jaylen Brown's Twitch stream, it seems like, that's why the Celtics lost. They just didn't have the clue. That's how Stephen A. Smith is now. He don't do the back then the egregiously, megalously. This is going to be diabolical because Twitch stream Jaylen Brown didn't get on with Jason Tatum. He dropped that. He don't do that shit no more. Hairline the same. The way the nigga trying to talk, totally different. Okay. Anyway, this shit weird, bro. Hey, this is what Jaylen Brown said. He said, fuck Stephen A. Wow. And shout out to Jaylen Brown, man. Remember when he talked about he wanted to do a $300 million fund for black entrepreneurs and black owned businesses and shit? Yeah. Didn't hear much about that though, right? I think Jaylen Brown ain't is he a Harvard grad? Let's see real quick. Let me take some of these goddamn articles down. You feel me? All right. Isn't he is he a Harvard grad? Is Jaylen Brown a Harvard grad? All right. Not a Harvard. He attended the University of Cal. Okay. We're a Cal, but check. No, MIT. I think it's MIT. I know he got something somewhere. Something pursue speaking at Harvard. So he spoke at Harvard. Where did he earn his fucking degree? He earned a where did he earn his degree? It was something with NASA. What did Jaylen Brown do with, I think it's NASA. All right. Was offered a NASA intern fucking shit. Here you go. All right. This nigga smart as hell. And he want to use his money to help out the goddamn community. All right. He doing what Donald Trump doing. Or he wants to do what Donald Trump is doing. All right. Yup, came during 2021. Nigga could have been in space and shit. He still might pursue it. Jaylen Brown still might pursue being in NASA, being an astronaut or some shit. Or whatever they do in NASA. He said, what type of journalism is this? He continued, why are you doing journalism on me having guests on my stream? Exactly, Stephen A. Smith. God damn. And this is the part of the reason why I started streaming. This is the part of the reason why people use the term clown and synchronize it with someone like Stephen A. Smith. Because this is what you're using your platform for. What are you talking about? This is a narrative that he's creating. This isn't journalism. Yeah, he's trying to create a narrative that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown don't fuck with each other. It's a nasty ass narrative, bruh. As Brown went on, he noted that he takes issue with Smith twisting his words. This is why, respectfully, a lot of people say fuck Stephen A. And there's been a lot of people that done said that. Just saying. Brown said because this is the type of stuff he does. And he doesn't recognize it. Hey, I gotta push back. I think he does recognize it at this point. I think he does recognize it. You feel me? But I bet you in his mind, he think he doing something good. In his mind, he think he helping you out. Stephen A. Smith recognizes what he's doing. The nigga not dumb. Okay. Now, his hairline looking like that make him look otherwise. But other than that, Stephen A. Smith not dumb. He recognizes what he's doing. He's been doing this shit for years. But he's created a narrative saying that the reason why I'm saying that I had my favorite season is that selfishly, I had a best performing year, not the fact that we outperformed expectations. There you go. Ding, 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 ding. People with a logical mind would think that, like, yo, they outperform expectations. That's why. When you outperform your expectations, you usually like that year more than others, no matter what you're doing. Whatever you love doing, and you outperform your expectations, okay? You're going to like that year a lot more than others. Nigga, Stephen A. Smith, man. God damn. So, this nigga, god damn, man. God damn. Anyway, let's read some more. Not the fact that everybody expected us to be nothing. And we had to fight, and we showed up, and we competed every single day and had to fight for every victory. Okay? The 2024 NBA Finals MVP then described Smith as the face of clickbait media. See, that's mild. You feel me? You feel me? Jaylen Brown being mild. All right? Because most could change just coon bait. Coonribian bait. And stood 10 toes down on his refusal to be silent. Did he just say I needed to be quiet? Be quiet for who? He said Sunday night. Man, F Steve. Okay. He said Stephen A, Stephen A, Stephen A.B, Stephen C. My offer still stands. Oh, you call him Stephen C too? You know what the C stand for, y'all. It rhymes with moon. There you go. You want me to be quiet and stop streaming, Brown Addict? Well, I wanted you to be quiet and get off these networks because you're not using your platform to do real journalism. You're using your platform to use clickbait and to be divisive amongst black men. Let's be real. That's what he's doing. This whole, he wasn't on your fucking stream. Okay? You know what? And for that, we're going to listen to what Stephen A. Smith says about this. This is clapback, y'all. It's on first things first. And it's 7 minutes. We're not listening to a whole 7 minutes. We listen to like a minute or two.
Jaylen Brown, before I even get into it, could you do me a favor, please? Get your ass to the studio. You looking like you in some dungeon, in a little room, or whatever. You making $54 million a year.
Oh,
you gonna make 57 next year.
See what Stephen A. Smith doing?
61 a year after that, 67 a year after that. You're in the midst of a $304 million contract. Get to the studio with a director and a producer. Call it up, clips of mine, computer ain't even working right, can't even get the full sound up to there. Get that together. That's number one. Stop being so damn cheap. You got the money. Okay, for a better production. Number one. Number two.
He going the money route. I hate when mother effers do this. It's only respectable if the sound is janky. You know what? We gonna have to pull up a Jaylen Brown in his shit. You know, let's do that right now. Okay? Let's pull up a Jaylen Brown clip. You feel me? Because I want to hear how Jaylen Brown shit is. Because if this sound is janky, I got a problem with that shit too. You disrespecting your audience at that point. You got janky ass sound. All right? Hold on. Give me a clip of Jaylen Brown talking about Stephen A. Smith. All right? Yeah, give me a clip. YouTube clips. Give me something shit. TMZ most definitely gonna have some. All right, here we go. We're gonna play this clip with Jaylen Brown. That's him in his studio. Let's hear that sound quality because I'm already looking at the shit. This dude looks kind of, green screenish. Where the fuck is the sound? Come on now. Get the sound going. Why the hell is the sound not playing? TMZ? Oh, come on. TMZ. Talk about not having an itch together? Why the fuck is the sound silent? Why is a lot of sound on? No. That's why it's not. That's on my end, y'all. My bad. I had the website side. All right, there we go.
Stephen A.
Damn.
Stephen A, Stephen B, Stephen C. Like, my offer still stands. You want me to be quiet and stop streaming?
Well, audio ain't bad. I give it that much. I'll mute these motherfuckers again. Okay. How do I mute the what you call it? All right. I'll look it up later. I had them muted for a reason because they damn shit these. Them ads be playing out of nowhere when I be doing a TMZ. Yeah, it should be I'm fucking muted. I'll do it later. Anyway, The sound sounded cool. Now the background and all that shit, okay. You feel me? The background, we're gonna give our brothers some time. We're gonna give them some time. Work it out. But long as the audio, okay? Long as that audio good. But let's finish listening to Stephen A. Smith.
It's amazing to me, Jay, Big Perk Shay, how Perk said all the things he said. You said all the things you said. Wilbon said all the things he said. Everybody said something. And I went on, and I've spoken on it on numerous occasions. And you picked some 20-second clip of me talking about how Jason Tatum showed up on First Take but Not Your Podcast. Stop it. I'm not going to get into all of that. With Jaylen Brown bringing up the fact that I wasn't reporting when I was raving about him all season long, when I was talking about him for the most of the season as a top 2 league MVP candidate, when I was pissed off and I raised holy hell on the air, when he...
Okay. I ain't heard none of that shit. You feel me? And it must not have been prevalent because I didn't see none of that shit on Twitter. None of the clips. I just seen you berating Jaylen Brown much as you could. The hell? Anyway. Blah, blah, blah. La-di-da-di. Okay, we read all that shit. All right, there it goes. Hey, his audio good, so I ain't really got much to say about that. Now, Jaylen Brown, you do got some months though to get your background together, bro. Man, you got the millions, man. You could have the background looking a little. Well, the audio good though. All right, but yeah, man, that shit kind of that shit janky as hell though. That Stephen A. Smith, bro, like. You trying to kind of pit Jason Tatum against Jaylen Brown, bro. You trying to paint a narrative, okay? First Take and Jaylen Brown streaming, they whole different platforms, whole different dynamics of what's going on. Like, why would he have Jason Tatum on there? It don't even make no logical sense. You feel me? This nigga, Jaylen Brown, I feel like he's streaming and twitching to try to change the narrative of how mainstream media view athletes. I don't think Jason Tatum is he doesn't fit that. Why would he do that? At least not now. The fuck all them ads and endorsements Jason Tatum got and shit. You feel me? He ain't gonna try to go against the programming, at least not now. You gonna have to wait on that. Stephen A. Smith, this look bad on you because you look like you're trying to pit a black man against another black man with something that's freaking trivial. It's trivial. But that's on you, bruh. All right. We're going to listen to that weasel after we play the slapper of the day. Okay. And hold on. Y'all might want to come up here. Let me put the link in the chat. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me, my fan side of the audience. I told y'all this was going to be a long episode. Oh, did y'all not hear that shit?
All my friends, they're ready to go.
We're not hearing it.
Though I smile,
Oh, damn.
just what you want to do. I'm in LA. No, obviously, what I want you to do me. Why can't you see it's so easy? You and me just rocking with that beat. The streets, rocking with that funky beat.
My bad, I was muted for a little bit, but we back home.
That funky beat. In the streets, in the streets. 2 o'clock, party's still going on. Our friends, they're ready to go. You turn around, oh, I smile at you. That's when you shut down. I give you all these clues, and you still don't know what to do. Rocking in the streets to this funky beat. The beat, funky little beat. Funky little beat. That funky beat. In the streets, rocking in the streets.
That was a funky little beat by the artist Connie. About the album, The Best of Connie. Y'all put in I put in the chat for y'all. I'll go slap that joint. Nostalgia. You feel me? Anyway, we coming to the second half of the show. All right. And I got some things I want to show y'all. But y'all might want to come up here and talk about the weaponization fund and also Jaylen Brown and Stephen A. Smith feuding. All right. Let me put the link in there for y'all. All right. Where the hell my shit at? I didn't have the faces today. I didn't have it full screen. I was janky productions. You feel me? Anyway. There go the link to the StreamYard if y'all want to come up, talk about the Jaylen Brown versus Stephen A. Smith, or if y'all want to talk about this anti-weaponization fund that Trump constructed. What's y'all thoughts? How y'all feel about it? Come on up, come on up, come on up. And this is a long-ass episode today, y'all. I told y'all this was going to be a long one because we deep dive into this shit. And at the end of the day, with the weaponization or the anti-weaponization fund, man, we don't know who the F qualifies. Let's keep our eye on it, y'all. Shit, if I qualify, I'm applying for the bitch. Okay? Shit. You feel me? Or the qualification going to be having a lot of people sad. And a lot of people trying to paint the narrative. It's going to be the J6ers. You never know. He might have a money clause in there. You got to be making $300,000 to qualify for this funding. You be like, God damn. How? A lot of J6s, y'all gonna be shit. Anyway, I have some other things I wanted to show y'all. First of all, since we're talking about the whole thing with reparations and is this, getting, these J6ers and these other people that's on the MAGA train, reparations. I had a couple reparation clips I wanted to show y'all real quick. And first, we got this one right here from Mr. Jamal Bryant, who breath probably smells like boots because of the licking. Donate 100K to the Trump Hotel. For real, that's probably in a clause. Yeah, we're gonna give you 120,000, but 100,000 of that shit gotta go to the Trump Hotel. Right, Ricky? We just don't know the qualifications. That might be one of them. But anyway, let's listen to Jamal Bryant and shout out to Woods. He says, Democrat bootleg Reverend Jamal Bryant said, if you can't give us our reparations, the least you could do is give us our representatives. I removed it. My bad, y'all. Well, let's listen to Jamal.
The Mental Health Month. In 1850, Dr. Samuel Cartwright made up a disease called Drapetopia. And he said Drapetopia is a mental illness for Black people who are enslaved and try to run away to be free. I called the CDC to let them know there's a pandemic in the South. Because from Alabama to Louisiana to Tennessee to Georgia to South Carolina to North Carolina to Mississippi, I got Black people who refuse to go back to bondage, and we are committed to being free. If you're committed to being free, make some noise right now. Today is the death of the Confederacy. Y'all didn't hear what I said. Today is the death of the Confederacy. They are trying to redraw our lines. They're trying to silence our voices. They're trying to misrepresent our representatives. They're trying to choose their own districts. But we have to remind America that we built this nation off of our blood, off of our sweat, and off of our tears. And if you can't give us reparations, the least you can do is give us our representatives.
No, bruh did not say you can't give us our reparations. Give us our representatives and keep those niggas in political power that had the power to give us our reparations, but ain't gonna give it to us. Ain't this about a bitch?
Jesus Christ.
God damn.
Jesus Christ. Jesus
Hey, they think we
Christ.
stupid, y'all. Man, these
buck dancing niggas. These niggas
oh, you think we stupid? Man, the hell? That's a bad line. Saying that bullshit. Same thing what you did with the Target boycott. Saw how he pulled out of that. He got his things, didn't he? He was like, I think this boycott is done. I think this boycott is done. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. Man, who was in there with Tamika Mallory and shit? They was like, hold on now. We didn't get our share. What the hell? Yeah, Jamal Bryant. Keep them representatives in there. They keep my pocketbooks lined up. Allegedly. This guy. Yeah. Damn. Now, speaking more of some reparations, you feel me? Not this right here. Not this either. Where the hell's my other bookmark? Right here. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed, man. This why I get tired of these goofies talking about reparations. Okay? Looky, you got an all-white cast. Right? Feel me? One white dude. And the way his tone is with the reparation shits, he know what he doing. Oh, goof troop. Right? And then you got two black people, right? But they not Black American. So hear how they talk about reparations. And the rest of these blonde bimbos on here. God damn. Shout out to Tyree. He says, this is why we don't want non-FBAs representing in discussion on U.S. reparations. And we don't want these goddamn bootlick Sambos, either from the Magatron side or the butter biscuit eating side. We don't want none of y'all talk about representing us, foundational Black Americans when it comes to reparations. Y'all be screwing shit up. You goddamn right, Ricky. Tell us, Mr. and Mrs. Lockhart. The hell? We don't want that. And y'all see right here. Y'all listening. Listen.
A little political question here for the two queens. What do you guys think about rep?
First of all, you hear his tone. You hear shit for the queens. Man, you old giggling motherfucker. Now listen to this shit, y'all.
Should there be reparations for Black people? You guys are Black, right? Just check.
I'm Somali. Yeah.
She's Somali. She already eat on no more type shit.
Word chant.
It's yodeling.
Okay. Sabrina Carpenter.
I know. I was literally just thinking about her right now.
What about you? Reparations. Well, you're Ugandan, so I mean.
Ugandan. There we go.
Do you get I don't think she's not like what they called FBAs.
Yeah, you have to like prove your back.
You guys know what that is? An FBA, foundational.
Hey, and let me tell you something, okay? If you're not going to talk about us right as foundational Black Americans or lineage, shut the fuck up about it. Y'all sounding goofy, okay? It's a lot of y'all out there that be talking about us foundational Black Americans and the lineage, and it's getting more and more. And y'all getting it wrong. And y'all having this goofy ass tone about it. Okay? Listen to more, y'all. Listen to more. Watch.
Black American.
Foundational Black American.
So like you can trace your roots to Africans who came to the
I'm
U.S.
so happy I never had to do that.
back in the day. Reparations, yes or no?
I believe that like what type of reparations? Like what is
Teep kid, yeah. What? Oh, just you're Black. Here you go. Here's some money.
There's money for
the historical injustices.
I think that that's like saying, should white people today be punished for slavery in America? You know, I think that's kind of very similar. You can't give someone reparations for something. But at the same time, society does the way that society is catered to people of privilege, which is not measured by race. I do think, however, it mostly contains non-white.
Do any of the white women here, should we do reparations? What do you think? No?
No, I agree with that.
Man, they think they giving reparations by sucking off Black dudes. I bet you 3 out of them 5 white women, that's what they think they form a reparation. And some of you motherfuckers be thinking, that's all the reparations I need. Girl. Man, what? Why is this blockhead even bringing this within this conversation? Do y'all see what I mean by how they're trying to paint a certain narrative? First of all, the tone is hella goofy. Second of all, you have nobody up there of the lineage. Okay? Thank you, non-FBA players. And you see the tone that this blockhead, Jimmy Neutron head ass nigga doing? What about reparations? You are Black, right? You are Black, right? You're Black, right? I love your hair. And I touch it. Come on now. She already said she's Somali. I was like, okay. She hit us with Eon Omar. So we already know she was going to come up with a goof troop form of reparations. It feels like you're saying the white folks is wrong too. That makes me sad. She ain't said a word. Her thing was, I'm glad I ain't had to do that. She don't even know what the fuck reparations even mean. Clueless. This woman right here. You know what? Let me just keep playing.
It's not.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to get you guys some cash right now. Sometimes you're not black.
Yeah, I agree too.
You don't get reparations. I was gonna see sometimes when we have some black women on the panel and we got some white liberal women who are for reparations, I gotta help the sister out.
That's a fucking lie. You know why I know that's a lie? Because at the whatever bullshit podcast that they got right now, I would see that clip on Twitter somewhere, on TikTok somewhere. They too big of a fucking podcast that these goofy motherfuckers, you see they talking about reparation and see how they got it in the algorithm? Yeah, if y'all that had some white liberal women talking this shit or some black women on her talking about reparation, it would have shown up. This is the first time y'all talking about this, and it might be the first time y'all talking about our lineage. And look at the goofy ass tone he got. I hate when you goofy ass podcasters and shows do this shit. No, have somebody certified. Have somebody that's more politically aware. Have somebody that's more aware of what's going on within the lineage. Don't ask these goof troops about that shit. First of all, this Somalian woman, she most definitely is kissing White Daddy's ass. Okay? This woman right here, this Ugandan woman, I think she's just glad that she's in the States. She don't know what the fuck going on. And I'm telling you right now, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out of these 6 blonde head bimbos, we'll count the one thing in the back, because I most definitely think this mother ever be getting head from this little mannequin, this dude right here. Yeah, I'm gonna get on your case, bro. I see what you was trying to do. Now I'm on your case. Out of these 6 white women, I believe, hold on, is it 6? 1, 2, 3, no, it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 of them white women think they already giving reparation to black folks. You know how they thinking? By giving some head to a black man. Or sleeping with him or something. Bet you. The rest of them like, nah. Oh, hell no, they don't get no reparation. Come on, man.
I gotta help. No, because it's like if you believe, if you're some black women on the panel and we got some white liberal women who are for reparations, I gotta help a sister out. I gotta help. No, because it's like if you believe, if you're a white woman and you believe in reparations, go get your wallet. Give them some money. Anyways, all right.
That nigga can eat dick. Suck dick, nigga. Whatever goddamn podcast. I don't even know this motherfucking name. Don't need to. Y'all heard the tone? Y'all heard how he was trying to say it? Come on, bruh. I know these type of white boys. I went to San Diego State. You feel me? These sniveling, conniving ass type white motherfuckers. Right here. You feel me? All the undertone shit. Okay? You want to be genuine about the shit? Get a real foundational Black American up there that is politically savvy, that knows about the lineage, that knows about the political process. Okay? I don't have no fucking combos with these fucking what'd you call it? About 80% of these women on here fucking bimbos. Yeah, I said it. You feel me? None of them loudly and proudly said that we should get reparations as Black Americans. Hell, 80% of these broads probably didn't even know what reparations even mean. So explained to at that table by this goofball right here, who trying to paint a narrative. it's like this. It's like just giving money away to the blacks. Yeah, I'm trying to help a sister out. These goofy ass niggas. You feel me? All right, y'all. I'm tired of talking about Mayo and the tramps. Hell yeah, I got the right to talk about these women like that. Then none of them say with their chest that us Black Americans should get reparations. All of them can eat dick, including this rockhead mother effer. And this is why we don't want non-FBAs representing discussion of U.S. reparations. And also, I'm going to throw in there, we don't really want these Sambos and bootlicks that be on both sides of the spectrum to talk about this shit. We want y'all to shut the F up. And if you're going to talk about it, we're going to be on your necks about it. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. I had to talk about this because this was falling in the reparation stuff that we talked about with Trump and shit like that. You feel me? With the anti-weaponization fund. No more of this. And we know what the narrative y'all trying to paint. Okay? I say that 98% of podcasts and shows, and I watched a lot of panels and shows and shit, and y'all have non-FBAs talking about reparations for us, right? Y'all usually be on the anti-side of it. And y'all be fucking goofy when y'all do it. And y'all be having that backstabbing, you feel me, type of undertone bullshit when y'all do it. It's only like 5%. That shit might shrink of y'all that do talk about the shit, and y'all be on the right side of the shit. Okay? And most of the time when these people be talking about it, right, they really don't know what they talk about. Lost as hell. When he asked both these women that shit, they were either, I'm gonna be honest with you. This Ugandan woman right here, fucking lost. She didn't know. I'm telling you, she was just glad to be there. This woman right here, I ain't gonna lie, I think she probably a little bit more knowledgeable, but I bet you she was scared because look at this. And she not Black American. It's kind of like at the end of the day, why would she totally, right? Why would she do it? She off the bat already said she was Somalian. Gave the little Somalian cry too. But you know who case I'm gonna really be on? This pencil nose mother effer right here. Right here. This guy. Because you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, pencil nose. Mr. Johnny Bravo face ass mother effer. Ha, ha, he, ha, ha, ha. What you feel about ha, ha, ha. Silly asses out of here. Anyway, this is a long show. I went past my hour and a half mark. I don't like going more than an hour and a half. I'm at hour and 40. We was on this for a minute. I appreciate my fam side of the audience that came in and tapped in with your bruh. I do appreciate it. This was the two things we talked about. We talked about the anti-weaponization fund, that the money's in there. Trump put it in there. We don't know who qualified for this shit yet. So we're going to pay a close eye to this shit. Or who qualifies. Because I guarantee what's going to happen, this story going to kind of die out when the qualifications come around. So we're going to pay a close eye to this shit. Okay? To the qualifications. And I see the bullshit that both the right and the left is trying to push, the propaganda y'all trying to push. The left is trying to push, oh, this like reparations. This is a slap in the face to Black Americans. But they dumb asses don't know. No, that look bad on y'all. Because y'all could have been able to push something federally Y'all could have do some whoopty whamp, boopty bamp shit. Shout out to Dwan B for that too. I like that phrase. You feel me? Shout out to Dwan B. But yeah, y'all could have done something. Finagle some shit. Created some type of fun for us, right? Which they were trying to do in California, but a certain politician, Gavin Newsom, and his cronies, California Black Caucus, denied that, right? Come on, y'all putting like, oh, this reparations, it's looking bad on y'all. Y'all saying that. Now it's looking bad on the right wing side of the game. You know what's looking bad on them? These stupid motherfuckers don't even know who qualified yet. These imbeciles is jumping the gun like they've been doing when it comes to the MAGA people. 95% of y'all be jumping the gun. That's why y'all got all that infighting and stuff. Y'all jumping the gun, dumbasses. Y'all think it's gonna be the J6ers. Watch Trump flip the script. But we gonna wait. So that's the bullshit the right trying to push. They already trying to put in your mind, right? Who qualifies for the fund. Hell, the applications ain't even out yet. You can't even apply yet. The DOJ ain't even said who the guidelines, the application, none of that shit's out yet. The right trying to push that applications is already out there. This who qualifies, you feel me? So I'm telling y'all, that's why we was long with this, because we had to really get into the details of shit. And then this right here, the Jaylen Brown against Stephen A. Smith. At the end of the day, shout out to Jaylen Brown. I think he's gonna do a lot once he get out the NBA, because he don't have to be under that fucking program structure of the NBA. Okay. Shout out to Jaylen Brown. Shout out to Kyrie Irving. You feel me? It's a couple of other people, you know what I mean, that's in the NBA right now that ain't with the program. And shout out to y'all. You feel me? But yeah, Stephen A. Smith, I think he really is trying to create a feud between Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Awesome weird shit that, oh, he came up the first take, but he didn't come up to your streaming show. Jason Tatum wouldn't fit on Jaylen Brown's streaming show. It wouldn't make sense. So you trying to create a feud between two black men that don't have nothing to feud. Like, it don't make, you're creating shit. And that's the problem, Stephen A. Smith. That's been a problem a lot of your career, bro. A lot of the athletes in the NBA, they yeah. Once they get out the NBA, they start talking. They got these podcasts, as you see, clips. That's been the problem. And at the end of the day, this nigga has a Caribbean lineage. I'm just pointing out some shit, y'all. Just pointing out some shit. All right, y'all, we about to get out of here. I appreciate, yeah, you see it right there. You see it right there. I don't need to say it. Y'all say it for me. Okay? But with that being said, look, we about to get out of here. You feel me? My fan side of the game. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. My FBA fam, my Black American fam, Black people on code, the tiny minuscule allies that we do have. My shadow banners, I appreciate y'all. Y'all know who y'all is. And everybody else on the fam side of the game that's gonna come in, either comment on the playback or that was in the chat. Y'all know who y'all is. Loudly and proudly, goddammit. Hope y'all have a lovely weekend. All right. Hope y'all have a lovely ass weekend. Hey, inside of my audience, I'm not gonna read the comments today. We went longer than we thought. I don't want to read y'all stank ass white supremacists tether babble, sample, bootleg comments that y'all be making on my clips and videos. I'll say that for next week. I'll let them pile up a little bit more because y'all most definitely be in the comments dweebing away. All right. Oh, Chad the Bussinator ass fans. All right. Hope your weekend sucks. Anyway, we will be back at this when we will be back at this. All right. I'm your favorite broadcaster's favorite broadcaster. What more can I say? And we out.